CATV is proudly presented by Toyota.
Michael Australia's in complete control of the first Commonwealth Bank Ashes Test here at the Gabba. Centuries to David Warner and Michael Clarke. Is this the best you've seen Dave bat?
Yeah, I think it is actually. I think he's been through some difficult times in the last 12 months, on and off the field, and to be able to come back in this manner has just been awesome to watch. I think we all know how attacking he can be and how good his attacking play is, but for me, his defence looks really good as well. Looks so solid in defence, and I think that's something he's really improved over the last 12 months.
You said it before, we know he's a dynamic one-day player. Do you think that's helped him take it into the Test match?
Well, I think he's got a fair bit to prove. As I said, he's been through some difficult times over the last 12 months, and I think he's been really determined to prove a few people wrong, and he's certainly done that. And I think it's also shown how much he wants to be in this Australian team. He knows he's good enough. He's done it before, but it would have really hurt him to be outside on the sidelines, and so he's really showed everyone that he deserves to be there. He's good enough to be there and wants to be there for the long haul.
He's not the only Centurion in this match so far. Michael Clarke bringing up his 25th Test century for Australia. What do you make of his innings?
Well, what an amazing record! 25 Test centuries is an unbelievable performance, and came back so well after the disappointment in the first innings, getting bounced out. I thought he really took it on right from the start. Real positive intent. Pulled broad a couple of times early, and sort of showed him that he wasn't going to be intimidated by him. And he just looked on today. He looked like he was there to take it to England, be positive, score quickly, and that's when he's at his best.
You've played with and against him. Where do you rank him in Australia's batsman?
Well, he's got to be right up there. Just his record alone is just phenomenal, and his record as captain is brilliant as well. It's hard to single players out. We've had so many great players over the years, but he's certainly in the top echelon of Australian players.
What does this mean for the series overall? Australia bowled them out relatively cheaply on day 2. Now we're in a commanding position on day 3. What type of tone does that set for the series?
Well, I think the second innings is going to be important, and it'll be interesting to see how that goes, and that can really have the momentum moving into the next test. Obviously, last time England were here, Australia were well on top, but we couldn't bowl England out. Australia couldn't bowl England out on the last day. So England will be holding on to that hope that they can bat it out and save the test match. But if Australia can just really smash them in this first test, then I think it really does send a message that Australia are very hungry, and two, they can take that momentum into the second test. Whereas the last time, where England were able to bat out very confidently and the game ended in a draw, then they sort of took some positives out of that test match.
What total does Australia need to reach to set England a fourth innings chase?
I don't think it really matters on the total, to be honest. It's just more, one, how much time they want to bowl at England. Do they keep them out there in the field for the whole day today, and then make them go out in the field again tomorrow and have a good 1.5 days at them? Or do they, which is more Michael Clarke's style, which is to declare tonight, have a crack at them and try and win this game quickly and aggressively?